With 2:18 remaining in the first quarter, Cincinnati 3, Minnesota 7. Her fourth personal foul, the team's fourth. Jump ball, Princeton possession. Base about 132, off center light. Third verse is the team's fifth. Jaden Johnson at the line to shoot two. Base about 8 Middleton, her second. Kalia Carter, shooting two for the Vikings. Your final score makes it 36 Princeton 48. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give both these teams a round of applause for their efforts this afternoon. And the varsity contest will begin in approximately 20 minutes. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Mason Athletic Department and the GMC Conference, we'd like to welcome you to Mason Arena for this afternoon's ladies varsity basketball action between the Vikings of Princeton High School and the Mason Comets. Both Mason and Princeton are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. They do abide by the rules and regulations of all its member schools. With that in mind, we ask everyone in attendance to remember your positive attitude, encouragement, and verbiage is expected from players, coaches, officials, and fans. Please speak with courtesy, act with dignity, and play reserve with pride. Remember, please respect the game. Tonight's officials assigned by the Ohio High School Athletic Association are Mr. Dwayne Head, Ms. Kayla Whalen, Ms. Hannah Thomas. And now, if you're able, would you please stand and face the east end of the arena as we honor those who have sacrificed their lives, served in the military forces, or are currently serving at home or abroad with the playing of our national anthem.
Arena for a huge GMC girls basketball matchup between the Mason Comets and the Princeton Vikings. This is always one of the biggest rivalries in Cincinnati. Two of the top two teams in Ohio facing off for the first time of the 2023-2024 season, and it should be a good one. My name is Adam Little, joined alongside my partner for this broadcast, Andrew Little. And Andrew, what are you looking forward to this afternoon?
Yeah, so you said it's one of the biggest rivalries in Cincinnati. I'll take it a step further. One of the biggest rivalries in the entire state. Princeton, the reigning state champs. Mason made it to the state finals 2 years ago. These two teams have a lot of history. Should be a great battle.
It'll be Riley Yost and Callie Fortson for the tip, and Fortson's going to take it. The junior forward for Princeton. Princeton, defending state champions last year for Division I. Is that shot blocked inside by Anna Habra? It was Mackenzie Givens, the Xavier commit. We'll talk a little bit more about her in this broadcast, but Anna Habra, a feisty player on this Comet defense as Sfortson has it beyond the arc. Princeton passing it around. And Mari Girton, one of the star players in this GMC conference. Princeton really runs their offense through her. She's trying to get things going offensively for them. Pass inside to Sfortson. Will be fouled. It'll be Riley Yost, the senior center, called for her first foul tonight.
Yep, Yost stepping into a bigger role this year, moving into the starting lineup. She's got a tough matchup tonight against Callie Sfortson, who's been a key piece for this Princeton team the past few years.
Sfortson 47% from the line this year. She strikes first for the Vikings. And this, over the past few years, has really evolved into a huge rivalry. The Comets taking the past 5 regular season games, but the most important game last year in the playoffs, the Vikings took home, and that eventually propelled them to that state championship run, as ball will stay with the Vikings.
The last 5 regular season games, these are always close ones. Most recent regular season game, Maddie Parrish hit a game winner at the buzzer.
Givens driving inside, puts up the jumper and it's no good. Rebound pulled in by Habra. Comets quickly in transition now. A little over 7 to go. The freshman Gilman has it near the top of the key. Princeton like playing that tough man defense as Yost from the top is no good. Offensive board pulled in by Gilman, and an off-ball foul going to be called. I believe that one will be on the Xavier commit Givens, her first of the night.
And Givens transferring in from Walnut Hills, her first season with the Vikings. She's provided a big boost so far in the starting lineup.
The senior Becca Sanders to inbound for the Comets. She finds Parrish, star point guard. Will reset things near the logo. Inside to Sanders. Unsuccessful on the layup. Offensive board pulled in by Habra. Parrish, deep three-pointer is good as she cashes it in for the first Comets bucket of the night, 3-1.
See a lot of three-point attempts from the Comets. They average nearly 20 a game so far.
Between Parrish and Girton, they actually play on the same club basketball team as Gilman makes it 3 straight threes in this game. Parrish, Girton, and now the freshman.
Gilman, standout freshman for the Comets. She's a great three-point shooter as well.
Princeton taking their time offensively as Sneed. Stomphore finds Givens. Evan Sneed, she had a big game last year as a freshman. That's miscommunication there by the Vikings. Habra will have it for an easy lay-in, and the Comets have some momentum early.
Yeah, just like Sneed, Habra played a big role last year as a freshman. So that's, we have Girton and Parrish. We also have Habra and Sneed. Some great parallels between these two teams.
Pass inside deflected. We'll see a jump ball. Possession arrow points in Mason direction. It's 8-4. The early score here with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Gilman inside to Yost. She'll take the deep 2 and drains it. Comets off to a hot start offensively.
Shot a lot, tough to get inside on Sfortson.
Sfortson matches with a quick 2. Parrish driving up the court. Should be guarded by Girton. Inside to Sanders. She'll be fouled. And we'll head to the line for the first time tonight. Maddie Parrish and Mari Girton, the top 2 scorers in the GMC, but we'll take another look at this foul here as Sanders Just got hit on the arm there by Heaven Sneed. Came in a little bit late. First shot is good, but yeah, Mari Gurton leading the GMC and scoring 22 points a game. Maddie Parrish right behind her with 19 points a game. So a lot of offensive electricity on the court tonight, or this afternoon.
Sanders shoots about 70% from the line, hits both there.
4.5 to go. Sneed will take it up the court. Recently checked in as Paris Reed. Princeton trying to force it inside. And Fortson's going to be fouled by Yost again. So Yost, she's already got 2 fouls just 4 minutes into this game. So the junior Annalise Knight will have to check into the game. Annalise Knight, two-way varsity star for the Comets. She's the soccer team's goalie and plays center for defense. So she called for a foul. She just checked in the game.
Yeah, Knight, a Miami University commit for soccer, coming back to play basketball this year. And if Riley Yost has to sit out for fouls, Annalise Knight definitely the next one off the bench, but gets a foul there.
Fortson will head to the line for the second time tonight, went 1 for 2. She closes it to a 2-score game. She'll make it 2 for 2. A couple of substitutions for the Comets as well. Adia Kessler checks in. Sanders picks up her dribble. Has to find Kessler, but that one knocked away by Gurton. Gurton steals it away, but then immediately ripped away from Kessler, but they'll call a foul, and Coach Matulas fired up about that one.
Kessler did a nice job there fighting back, tried to get the ball, but they'll say she grabbed the arm. Looks like the right call.
The Comets already have 4 fouls here in this first quarter. New OHSAA rules. Now 5 fouls in the quarter will automatically send you to the double bonus as Fortson has a nice finish inside, close it to a 2-point game.
She's been Princeton's go-to target so far. Comets struggling to find an answer for her in the paint.
Now an offensive foul called on Knight, so both Comet centers have 2 fouls already. That'll force Kaylin Burley to have to check into the game. She's not seen a lot of minutes all year long.
Yep, Coach Matilo getting a little deeper into the bench than he expected early in this game. And now Princeton will play out the second half of the first quarter in the bonus.
Gurton has it in the corner. Corner 3 is good. She cashes in over Becca Sanders.
Can't give Gurton any space. She will make you pay, and hits her second 3-pointer of the game so far.
Comets moving quickly up the court. Parrish takes it herself. No good on the floater. It's Gurton. Guarded by Gilman, inside to Fortson. Post move, and she's fouled Kaylin Burley.
And Fortson making her presence known so far, not backing down from the Comets defenders, whether that be Yost, Knight, or Burley. And Matula furious.
Take another look at this foul here. Again, definitely physical. A little bit of pushing and shoving from both sides there. Fortson at the line for the 3rd time tonight, or this afternoon. So these Saturday games always throw me off, Andrew. We're playing at 1:45.
Yep, 3 of our 4 games in the week at night, but Saturday afternoons, different environment.
Fortson misses both on that trip as Jasmine Johnson looking to take it up the court for the Comets. Passes it off to Haber, who's double teamed in the corner. Parrish, deep three. Is no good. Last touch by Gerton, so it'll stay Comet possession under the basket.
Yeah, and these past 2 possessions since Princeton's gone on a bit of a run, Parrish starting to force some things.
Sanders, she'll take a three-point attempt. That one no good. Rebound pulled in by Sneed as Princeton in transition. Reed. Back to Sneed. Reed in the corner. No good on the three. Comets going to slow things down here. Mason versus Princeton, always a very fast-paced and physical game. A lot of it comes down to endurance. That's a reach-in foul called on Sneed, and these refs blowing a lot of whistles early, Andrew. So we'll take another look.
And Sneed applying a lot of pressure to Parrish there, but if the call, and this is always a physical game. Princeton had 22 fouls in their playoff matchup last year.
Jasmine Johnson, a wide open three, and she sinks it, takes advantage.
Princeton leaving a lot of space on the perimeter, and so far the Comets doing a pretty good job of converting on those opportunities.
Yeah, and Coach G. Davis frustrated there. Those are the points that you cannot afford to give up in a game with the caliber of this one. And Johnson just takes advantage of Princeton defense sleeping.
Yeah, 9 of the Comets' 15 points coming off three-point looks, and they've been pretty open. And Mari Gerton, I think we mentioned, didn't play in their most recent game, so trying to get back here. Princeton, both these teams 5-1 with an out-of-conference loss. Princeton had a road trip in Tennessee, so definitely looking to get back on track here in GMC play.
Yeah, and Gerton's status coming into this game, we were a little unsure of. Should not play on Wednesday versus Fairfield. And that game, it's a little closer than people would have imagined, 59-51. Princeton still came out on top.
Yeah, closer than they expected, but still got the job done heading into this key matchup.
2 minutes to go in the first quarter. That one tipped away by Johnston, but Givens able to recover. Harris has that one stolen away. Johnson in transition. She'll dish it to Paris. Pump fake. And the pull-up jumper is good.
And a really smart move there from Parrish. She could have taken that three-point opportunity, but instead utilizes the pump fake, gets the open shot.
Parrish tries to take that one away as she's guarding Gerton. Three-point attempt from Givens is no good. Rebound pulled in by Johnson. It'll be a 1-on-2. And a wide open Sanders. She lays it in. Princeton looking a little flustered on defense. As Reed's going to try to slow things down. Deep three-point attempt by Gerton. Does not fall, but offensive board pulled in by Harris. Harris tries to find Gerton, tipped away. Very physical turn of events. And a foul will be called. That one before Fortson's shot. We'll take a look. This last Mason bucket, again, just a wide open Sanders, and she's able to take advantage.
The Comets have 7 unanswered points, and their spacing on offense has been key.
So even though that foul was on the floor, Vikings in the double bonus. So Fortson will head to the line for the 4th time in the first quarter. And Andrew, 4 visits to the line in a game is typically a lot, let alone the first quarter.
Yeah, the offense has been running through Fortson in the paint so far.
And although it's a 6-point game, it's been back and forth all game long.
The Comets got off to a hot start. Princeton came back, took the lead. Now the Comets on a 7-0 run, looking to close out the first quarter.
Hobber just to Johnson, back to Sanders. And that one to go off the foot of Burley. And an over the back called.
Some miscommunication there with Burley. And those unforced turnovers are killer.
43 seconds to go. Reed looking to dribble it out. She's going to try to take the final shot. She'll be fouled. That one will be called on Parrish, her first of the game.
Reed heading to the line, shooting 60% from the free throw line this year.
She nails her first one, and Andrew, you know, the way these officials have been blowing the whistle early, both teams are gonna have to switch up their defensive approach a little bit, maybe back off a little and get a little less aggressive, especially in the fourth quarter, because those free throws at the end of the game could be crucial.
We've already seen it affect the Comets' forward depth with Yost, Burley, and Knight all checking in and picking up some fouls.
Johnson, a deep three. That one a little short. Rebound pulled in by Reed. 15 seconds to go. Ten seconds now. She's met by Parrish. 5 seconds, driving inside. Shot over Burley, doesn't fall. Rebound by Fortson. Put up at the last second, and it's no good. It's at the end of the first quarter. The Comets hold the 5-point lead over the Vikings in this huge GMC showdown between the Mason Comets and the Princeton Vikings. We'll be back after a quick 30-second break.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Welcome back to Mason Arena. Second quarter action here between the Comets and Vikings. It was a very physical first quarter, a lot of fouls called, so we'll see how both of these teams adjust. Comets, their paint players got into a little foul trouble early.
Yeah, Yost and Knight, their top two centers, both with 2 fouls. Kaylin Burley came in for those two and picked up a foul as well, but it's been the three-point shot that's been leading the way for Mason. Parrish, Johnson, Gilman all hit three-pointers.
Yeah, we'll see Riley Yost check back in the game for the first time since the first 2 minutes as she had those 2 early fouls. Mari Gurton will take it up the court for Princeton. Givens inside, tries to put the shot up over Yost, but rebound pulled in by the Vikings. But an open layup missed by Sneed. Another offensive rebound and a putback by Gurton.
And hustle play there allows them to get the second chance points. Comets weren't in a position to pick up the rebound. So something Coach Mazzullo will have to talk about in the next huddle.
Gilman finds Yost. That one almost intercepted. Yost, deep three, or deep two, excuse me, no good. Gurton in transition, takes it herself, and rolls it in. And Gurton, she can get from A to Z very quickly, as Hopper will be fouled on the fast break.
Hopper
We'll take another look at this foul in transition on Habra. And again, really just kind of depends on the officiating crew if they're going to call that one and tonight or this afternoon. Officials, any sort of contact they're going to call, but they're calling it both ways. Parrish working inside. Her shot's no good over.
Tough post up, but nobody near the paint for the defensive rebound.
And Gurton almost has the acrobatic finish. And that would have been one to add to the highlight tape. Habra taking it quickly up the court, but she'll be fouled. She'll head to the line.
And that foul on Fortin, that's one she can live with. Yes, it's you pick up a foul, but took away an easy bucket for Habra, making her earn it at the charity stripe.
.650 to go in the first half. Yost. Sanders will slow things down. She's met by Girton. Coach Matula signaling for help as Habra comes for some relief. Parrish. Short by Gilman. Looks like it's going to be an over and back foul called. On defense, really doing a nice job boxing out, making it opportunities, and right there, Gilman tries to fight back and draws the foul. Parrish try to take it away there. Girton finds Reed. Girton. And Reed just side for Fortson, and Fortson has it ripped away. And they're going to call a trap or an offensive foul.
Evan Fortson took a step and leaned into Yost. Seemed like a clear offensive foul. So we'll take a look here. Pushes her elbow into Yost. Yost does a great job staying upright, taking the charge.
Fortson now in some foul trouble along with the Mason forwards. Parrish driving inside, the floater, no good. Rebound pulled in by Sanders. She's got 3 Vikings on her, and that one will be out of bounds. Last touch by Reed.
Shots not falling in the second quarter for Parrish. Now that Fortson is out, we'll see if the Comets try to get the ball inside more.
Habra looking to drive inside. Shot from the free throw line doesn't fall. It's Carr. And Girton, we're going to take it up the court for the Vikings. Gooden recently checked in for Fortson. A deep 3 by Girton. Short, but offensive board pulled in. Back to Girton. Puts the shot up over Parrish. It doesn't fall. Yost looking inside to Sanders. Sanders in trouble. Finds Parrish. Back to Sanders, and a travel going to be called on the pump fake. And just picks a little too early. Another tough turnover for the Comets. Habra checks out. Kessler in for Habra. Comets now in a 2-3 zone. Reed inside to Carr, and Carr lays it in for 2. 1-point game. With 4.5 to go. Gilman a 3. And she sinks it, the freshman.
Gilman hit a 3-pointer in the first quarter, and there knocks down her second of the game. That one was from NBA range.
Yeah, and the freshman already holds an offer from Eastern Michigan. Showing off why she's getting some Division I looks right there. Parrish on Girton. They'll dish it to Reed. Inside to Gooden. And Gooden able to pull in her own board. Girton tries to save it. She'll step out of bounds.
And Gooden pulls in the board, but then a little too quick to pass. Looking for Girton, it was off target.
Kessler, a wide open two. That one airballed. Trying to catch Princeton defense off guard there. It's Girton gonna take it herself. Stripped away. Sanders will come out on top with it, and a jump ball called.
And that's Sanders' second jump ball of the game. Putting in some hustle work.
.324 to go. Comets passing it around the arc. Kessler inside to Sanders, and she can't finish. Rebound pulled in by Girton. Pass to Gooden, and a foul going to be called. That went on Becca Sanders.
Get another look at the foul here. Sanders' size mismatch against Gooden.
She sinks her first free throw attempt of the game. Habra and Knight check into the game for Mason. We'll give Yost and Kessler a break. She makes it 2 for 2. Habra quickly taking it up the court. All the way. She goes from north to south in about 3 seconds for the lay-in.
Habra saw something she liked down at the end of the court and did not let up.
She'll pull in the rebound there. Taking it in transition yet again, but that ball.
Get a bit of an assist from the referee. Habra pushing the pace too much, turns it over.
Girton takes it herself overnight, but another offensive board almost pulled in by Princeton. Gooden couldn't contain it. And Princeton definitely taking advantage of the size mismatch tonight. Pulled in a lot of offensive boards and have been converting those into points.
Yep, Fortson and now Gooden have been controlling the paint.
Parrish will take it up the court. Puts up a circus shot, doesn't go in. Girton in transition. Parrish frustrated with that foul call there.
Yeah, that's going to get called every single time. Parrish a little frustrated after the missed shot and just too aggressive on the fast break defense. Girton keeps her cool composure and picks up the foul.
Parrish, she's already got 2 fouls tonight. Almost called for another reach in there as Girton nails the baseline jumper. Habra, quick in transition now, but will slow it down. Finds Parrish. Sanders cut inside, but was knocked away by Kiara Harris. The freshman getting some minutes. Take another look at this. Jumper from Girton, that's automatic from her every time.
Yeah, and Harris, who just knocked the ball out of bounds, had a good assist there.
Knight inside to Sanders again. Can't finish the layup.
But a half a second late on that pass.
Armstrong driving inside, dishes it out. Jumper is no good. Rebound pulled in by Johnson. Nope. Pick up a dribble. Nearing a minute left to go in the first half. Parrish can't get that floater to fall, and physical in the paint. And a charge called there by Kiara Harris. It's been a fast-paced game. Coach D. Davis is in the middle of the court, frustrated with that one. We'll take another look at the charge. Hauber's going to be down after that one.
Harris fell on her leg. It's a hard foul.
Yeah, and Hauber, she's been dealing with some injury concerns heading into this game too. Luckily she'll be able to walk off on her own power. As you can see, she's wearing those knee bands.
Well, the knee band got thrown off earlier in the game, so there's some stoppage to get it back. There seems to be an issue at the scorers table about a substitution.
Yeah, and looks like Princeton tried to do a quick substitution during that injury. And they're not going to allow Girton to check back in. So we'll resume play with 54 to go. Parrish driving inside, double team swatted away by Gooden. Princeton in transition now. The freshman Harris will put up the layup and ties it up at 26 with 43 to go.
Good thing coach didn't sub her out as she picks up the bucket there.
Parrish thought about a deep three. Gilman met by Armstrong. Physical man defense from Princeton. Pass inside to Knight, ripped away, but a foul called. And Coach Davis wants a jump ball. She's not going to get it.
Knight had to get that ball up in order to prevent the jump ball. Heads up play, sends her to the line, and now Comets in the bonus for these last 30 seconds.
We'll take another look as Parrish was going coast to coast there, or excuse me, the Vikings going coast to coast there. And a nice finish from the freshman. We've seen a lot of her early on today. As Knight misses her first free throw. She's played in some big games as a soccer player, and now see how she can handle the intensity of the Mason versus Princeton girls basketball rivalry. She'll go 1 for 2 from the line.
It's her first made free throw of the season in her varsity basketball career.
The Comets have a 1-point lead. Now 24 seconds to go.
Has checked in.
Armstrong taking it up the court. 18 to go. You got to think they're going to get it into the hands of their star, but it's blocked away. Parrish on the fast break. And how about that finish by the junior?
Evades the pressure from Armstrong.
5 seconds to go. Girton will step forward for the 2, and her shot's no good. So Mason will go into the half with a 3-point lead over Princeton. In this game, living up to the hype. A huge GMC showdown between the Mason Comets and the Princeton Vikings. Make sure you stay tuned for the second half action here on ICRC-TV Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon we'd like to welcome the Comets skipper.
Them enough to to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Leaves us with the next item on our agenda is item number 5, opening session.
I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. If you're out here at the parade or listening, thank you again.
Into the end zone, and that is caught by Jaden Wood.
Come on now, how we doing? Y'all feeling all right out there?
Hello and welcome to this edition of This is Glendale. I'm Bet Chorus.
Hey guys, this is Unit 1 crew from One Log Fire Department. We just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And of course, you can always go to ICRC-TV.com.
Always a great day when ICRC is involved.
Another edition of ICRC, bringing the community to you.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
As a dad, every day is a challenge.
To make sure that the time that I have, I spend with them. It doesn't matter how tired you are, you have to try and to teach them. When they learn something new, and you can just see in their faces, it's such an incredible moment. It's those moments that are my favorite.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own, a place that I call home, this place that I call home.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11 to nothing in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11 to nothing in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Welcome back to Mason Arena for this GMC showdown between the Mason Comets and Princeton Vikings. Comets currently hold a 3-point lead over Princeton, but it's been a physical, fast-paced game. And really, the second half, it's anybody's ball game.
Yeah, and that's what you expect when these two rivals face off. Always a close battle. Comets have won the last 5 regular season games, but Princeton got the last laugh last year, taking down the Comets in the playoffs and winning the state championship. So the second half, expect more of the same. A lot of physical, fast-paced basketball.
Sneed bringing up the court for the Vikings as she has it guarded by Habra, and a quick pass inside to Girton.
Yost, late contest there, but not enough.
Both teams back in a man defense now. Sanders will find Yost. Mason moving around, trying to get something open, and it'll be Gilman for a wide open three. She nails it. Her third of the game.
Gilman, 3 for 3 from behind the arc so far.
Mason now back in the 2-3 zone. Fortson driving inside, unable to finish. Sanders pulled in the rebound but got hit in the face, and a jump foul called. Sanders
very upset, wanted a foul. Gilman, the freshman, has been fantastic today. 3 3-pointers.
Sanders met by Girton. And an off-ball foul going to be called there on Parrish. So that's her third foul of the game. She's only got 2 more left to give. Curious to see if Coach Tool decides to check her out or not.
Yeah, an off-ball foul. Definitely not where you want to see those fouls used.
Sneed driving inside. Defended by Yost. Offensive rebound pulled in by Fortson. She can't finish. Yost dragged down. Finally got the rebound as Parrish now has it in transition. And a foul going to be called there on Reed.
And Parrish and Habra thought they had an easy 2-on-1 bucket, but late jump from Reed knocks it out. She'll pick up the foul.
Parrish underneath the basket to inbounds. Sanders driving inside on Girton, swatted away by the guard. Habra able to recover and finish it though for Mason.
Habra now has 8 points.
Girton, the long 2, no good. Pulled in by Parrish. And that one, they're going to say hit off her knee and went out of bounds.
And Matula wanted a blocking foul. I think I agree there. Reed just got in the way, and Parrish lost control.
Pass to Fortson, intercepted by Sanders. Gilman now taking it up the court.
Gilman gets a little tunnel vision there. I'll have to slow things down.
Hand off to Parrish, trying to reset things for this Comet offense. Yost finds Gilman. Habra now driving inside. A nice move, but can't finish the layup. Got a little far too inside the basket as Girton will go untouched in the lane for
and that's
an easy
where
2.
Parrish's 3 fouls really start to come into effect. Doesn't contest that shot, fearing a 4th foul.
That one poked away by Fortson. Sneed taking it up the court. Swatted away by Parrish. Rebound pulled in by the Vikings, though.
Doesn't shy away there, but ends up not mattering. As Vikings get second chance points. That's been a theme so far.
So 2-point game with 5 minutes to go in the third. Habra driving along the baseline. Out to Yost, deep 2, no good. Offensive board pulled in by Habra, and she's fouled.
Yep, and Habra picks up the Comets' 4th offensive rebound in the game. They've been out-rebounded. To imagine.
Habra was a little slow to get up there. She's definitely going to be sore after this one, Andrew.
Yep, is taking a couple hard fouls already.
So extend the Mason lead to 3. Annalise Knight checks in for Yost. Again, all 3 Comet forwards in foul trouble, had 2 fouls in the first half.
She goes 2 for 2 from the line. Habra now in the double digits, 10 points. Sneed, met by Habra. Picks up her dribble. Givens inside to Fortson. Nice ball movement there for the Vikes as they make it a one-score game. We have not seen a lot from Mackenzie Givens tonight. Comets have done a nice job of keeping her contained. Givens picked up 2 early fouls, and she's rode the bench ever since. Parrish driving inside. She takes a hard fall down. And the Comets bench can't believe a foul wasn't called. Possession will go to Princeton. We'll take another look here. And Girton came over Parrish's back. She went down. Jazz Johnson will check in for the Comets to give the freshman Addie Gilman a break. Halfway through the third quarter. Princeton looking to tie things. Sneed guarded by Habra, looking inside to Fortson, poked away by Knight. Sanders is going to get fouled, so she was just hoping for a jump ball, but ends up getting a foul called on Princeton, so that was definitely a win for the Comets there. And this foul. Fouling Habra as there was some more contact in her. Forced the jump ball, she goes over across Sanders' back. Can't do that. Habra's been putting her body on the line all game long. You can see her knees bruised up. Parrish, 2-point attempt, no good. Princeton in transition. Girton working on Sanders. And Girton with an unbelievable finish. Mason trying to match that speed. Habra trapped in the corner. Finds Knight. And a foul going to be called on Fortson. That's her third. In first quarter, Fortson was able to play physical defense in the paint, but had no fouls in her minutes since. She picked up 3, and now she's going to have to go to the bench. Tied at 36. Comets have it offensively. Parrish driving inside, fouled on the shot, and she'll head to the line. So Princeton already has 5 fouls in this. Mason will go into the double bonus. Yeah, and the Comets, they've been controlling the pace of this third quarter, and they've been doing a much better job of getting defensive rebounds. Foul of the game, so they're glad she's been staying out of foul trouble. Parrish is not the Comet that you want to send to the line. Shooting 75% on the year. So they'll go 2 for 2. 38-36 now. That one poked away. Out there. And Gilman picks up the big basket. Mason meeting Girton at the half court, and an over and back going to be called. That is an aggressive move from Parrish with 3 fouls, going right at Girton, but forces the over and back. It pays off. And all of a sudden, the Comets have a lot of momentum as we'll get another look here at Gilman's basket. She gets around Girton. Great pass from Parrish to set that play up.
Parrish driving inside on Sneed. And another foul called. Coach Davis not happy.
Very frustrated. Princeton's defense starting to spiral these last few minutes. Princeton really controlled these first few minutes of the third, but ever since, Comets.
Parrish will extend the Comet lead to 5. And Givens will check out. That's her 4th foul of the game. So she's been pretty much forced out of this game so far due to foul trouble. Big one of their star players.
So both of these front courts really struggling with fourth quarter.
Mason's going to press. A very light press here. They're not able to get it up the court. Stolen away by. Can't put it in for 2. And a jump foul called.
Going Princeton's way. And Johnson does a nice job seeing the lane there. And she picks up her 2nd steal.
.2:19 to go. Staying in that 2-3 zone and swatted away. Will be fouled on the shot. That one going to be called on Kiara Harris.
Right, and we've seen 2 different defensive approaches in this quarter. Princeton has continued really even up to their physical play, and the Comets have backed off a little bit, but they've relied on timing that's allowed them to force many turnovers. Knight there jumped that pass. And Habra draws the foul.
Princeton and Coach Davis are going to call the first timeout of the game.
And how about that? No timeouts called until 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and Mason, got to assume they have a lot of the momentum right now. Princeton, they just look frustrated. A lot of fouls going the Comets' way at the end of this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and in the first half, the Comets seemed a little bit frustrated with how some of the officiating was going. They felt that there was a lot of calls going their way, but maybe letting here in the 3rd. But that's what happens in these physical rivalry games. There's going to be a lot of close calls. Coach Matula right now talking with his players, trying to tell them to keep their foot on the gas as they're on a big run. 8 unanswered points. Coach Davis rallying her team back.
And Andrew, we've got 2 of the biggest stars in the GMC in Girton and Parrish on the court tonight, but really it's been a team game from both teams so far. Girton spreading the love to her squad, and Parrish spreading the love to her squad. We've seen a lot of 3-pointers from Gilman. Anna Habra has had a great defensive game for Mason.
Yeah,
also getting it done offensively too.
Parrish, it hasn't been her night shooting from the field. In the 3rd quarter, she's recognized that. We've seen a lot more of her dishing it out, being a conductor of the offense, and that's helped them these last few minutes. Yeah, Habra has been fantastic so far. She's in the double digits.
They hit both free throws. So Mason's biggest lead of the night or of the afternoon. 8 points with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Sneed looking inside. Girton, the 3-point attempt is good. She cashes it in.
That's exactly what the Vikings needed. Girton, hand in her face, doesn't matter.
Sanders picks up her dribble, We'll dish it to Habra, driving inside on Fortson.
And that's where Habra differs from a lot of these Comet players. Has a three-point opportunity, and instead she elects to drive inside, picks up the difficult bucket.
Yeah, difficult bucket. She was driving in on Fortson. There's about a 5-inch height differential there, but she's still able to take advantage of it. And Kiara Harris cashed that jumper in. 46-41 now the score. Habra, who says she can't hit the three?
Habra must have heard me. She steps back there and knocks one down.
Under a minute to go. Pass inside to Sneed. And a nice finish. Princeton fans wanted an and one. 37 seconds. Gilman steps back, takes a three. No good.
Off balance shot. Sanders breaks the lane.
Girton tries to go. Still a fast-paced game. Habra and fouled on the shot, and Princeton fans jumping out of their seats, literally.
Yeah, and Sanders took a big gamble right there, because if there was no jumped up and down, but that's right. She's headed the line. Sneed's third foul. She foul trouble.
Comets got all their girls back. Now they'll move them in.
And something different this year for both of these teams is the amount of bench depth they have. Last year, and especially in the playoffs, we saw for these teams, and this year about 10, 11 deep on both sides.
Sanders. 10 seconds to go. Girton taking it up the court for the Vikings, loses control of the ball, and the Comets will have it now. 9 seconds. Habra puts up the layup, no good, pulls in her own board, ripped away by Fortson, and a jump ball called. And the arrow pointing towards the Comets. So 3 seconds left. Parrish will check into the game. Likely going to see them try to feed her the ball and put up a last-second shot.
Happening with the Comets' three-point shooting today. This could potentially be a shot beyond the arc. With Gilman, Johnson, Parrish, and Habra in.
Sanders will inbound underneath the basket. Gets it to Parrish. And a jump ball called. Defensively for Princeton, so now they'll have 2 seconds to try to heave up a shot.
Yeah, in a matter of 2 seconds, Princeton, 2 players with 2 fouls, in Fortson and Sneed, forced jump balls, and now the Vikings have a chance for a last-second shot. So stealing back some momentum with great defense here, late in the third.
Girton will put up a near full-court shot, no good. We'll head to a quick break as the Comets hold an 8-point lead in this GMC rivalry. Make sure you stay tuned for the final action here on ICRC.
If you love them enough to drive an hour, then check nhpsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure there's directly buckled in the back seat.
Davis. 8 minutes here at Mason Arena. And this game living up to the hype of Mason versus Princeton. Always a thrilling game, always one of my favorite games of the year, regardless of sports.
Yeah, 2 great teams coached by 2 of the best coaches in the state. Coach Rob Matula, his final season. Coach Dee Davis, former WNBA player, star at Princeton High School. She's done a great job with this program, won a state title last year.
Princeton, they've been missing their star Soleil Williams. That one tipped off the inbounds. And they're going to say possession staying with Mason. A roar of boos. That one was on the Princeton side of the stands. And Princeton, for being a Saturday afternoon, they've brought a nice crowd here, Mason.
The Vikings always travel well. This girls basketball team, the heart and soul of their school. And I can't blame them for bringing a state title home last year.
Parrish will take the three, and she cashes it in.
Rough third quarter for Parrish. Takes an early three and converts. Comets now leading by double digits for the first time.
Yeah, not only the Comets' first time leading double digits, but the first double-digit lead of the game whatsoever. Is Harris able to lay it in for a quick two. Gilman finds Yost. It's the Comets starting five now, back in the game. Parrish inside to Habra, puts up the shot, over Gooden, and rolls in and out. Now there will be an off-ball foul called on the rebound. That's going to be on Fortson. And Fortson, that's her fourth foul.
And both forwards now, Fortson and Gibbons with 4 fouls. Puts the Vikings in a really tough spot, down 11 in the fourth quarter.
Sanaya Carr will check in the game. And there's a 4-inch height differential between Fortson and Carr. So we'll see how that plays out. Sanders near the baseline. Tries to get it to Parrish. And it'll roll all the way out of bounds. Would have been a
sloppy turnover right there, and gives Princeton an opportunity.
Burton under the basket for Princeton. Sneed finds Reed, who will take the three, and she drills it.
It's a big time shot.
Parrish in transition now, and a blocking foul going to be called. Coach Davis wanted a charge. And we'll take another look at this one.
Oda side right here on this replay.
And yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Coach Davis there. Looked like Reed got her feet set.
Looked like Reed might have been falling a little bit. And I think it's a close call for sure. Princeton sideline is furious.
Coach Davis having to get held back.
And then in turn, now Mason sideline wondering why there's not a technical foul called or a delay of game. Foul on the ground.
Six and a half minutes to go. What a matchup it's been. Harris puts up the shot over Yost and connects for two. Comets still hold the 7-point lead. Haber's going to take her time. It is a loud environment here for a Saturday afternoon. Pass in. Rebound pulled in by Yost. Gilman thought about a three, but trying to contain the lead. She'll drive inside, swatted away. Kiara Harris. She'll stand over Yost after that block.
We're gonna look at this play here. Harris coming from behind. She's hyped.
Pass to Gilman. Comets looking inside to Sanders. And nice vision there by Yost. Comets extend the lead to 9. Reed driving inside, falling forward, no foul called. Comets have to get it up court.
Habra evades about 3 Viking defenders. Impressive press break.
Wide open corner 3 from Gilman, no good, but offensive board pulled in by Habra. Swatted away by Gerton. And a foul going to be called. And Habra, she is
taking a beating today.
Yeah, she's taking some huge hits all game long.
Despite that, she's going to be close to her career high in points.
She was already going into this game with some knee issues. You can see Gerton just goes from behind, and that's the right call.
Habra, career high of 19 points. She's approaching that mark. And Matula passionate on the sideline here. This team looking to close out. This would be a big win for the Comets. Shaky start to their season, a tough Beaver Creek in their first game. They lost a tight matchup and have been undefeated since then, undefeated in conference play. And last year when the Comets took down the Vikings earlier in the season, that was the difference for the GMC title. The Comets were able to win the conference title because of this matchup. And Mason, if they can hold on, putting themselves in a great chance to do so once again.
So Mason, no fouls in this fourth quarter. Princeton already has 3. We talked about it earlier, Andrew. Fouls could be the difference in this fourth quarter and who can hit their shots at the line, and Habra nails her first.
Yeah, and you never want a game to come down to the whistle, but in a physical rivalry like this, free throws are just so critical.
Habra goes 1 for 2 from the line. 60-50. The score with 5 minutes to go. Sneed trying to look inside to Harris. Harris puts up a shot over Sanders, and the freshman, she's been slowly but surely racking up her point total in the paint.
Yep, and playing some key minutes here in the fourth quarter.
Habra driving inside, just at the Yost. Her shot no good. But no foul called. Harris trying to work on Parrish, and she has the left-handed finish.
That hook shot, very impressive, especially from a freshman.
6-point game.
Comets going to need to start to slow down their offense. You have to remember that you're leading.
Habra has it in the corner. Trying to drive inside on Reed. Puts up the right-handed layup, no good. But she'll pull in her own board, stolen away by Sneed.
Habra has at least 3 offensive rebounds in the second half. But
Gerton in transition, and a foul called on the floor.
That's Parrish's 4th. He'll be playing on ice his second half of the fourth quarter. At this point, I'm not really sure what you prefer.
On the floor, so Gerton will not go to the line, but Coach Matul is going to call his first timeout of the game. And Coach Matul, he doesn't like to call timeouts a lot, so you know what he calls them. He's got
calling timeouts. They were controlling, starting to mount a comeback. They've got the momentum, so understandable for Matul to slow things down, try to get the Comets to regroup, and take control.
Like I mentioned, both teams heading into this game undefeated in the GMC. And they'll play later on this year at Princeton. And you know this game today is going to set the tone for the rest of the season for both these teams.
Absolutely, and last year was similar. The 2 teams played early in the season at Mason and then later in the year. Had that thriller when Maddie Parrish and a game-winning floater.
Princeton will have possession underneath the basket. It'll be Reed to inbounds. She's seen a lot of minutes tonight. She'll find Harris. Harris will take the three-point shot. That one no good. But offensive board almost pulled in by Reed. Sanders will take it, and Parrish is going to stay in the game with 4 fouls. She'll have to be playing very conservative. Habra has that one poked away. Comet's able to retain possession. Princeton has not left the man defense all game long. Dish out to Gilman. Princeton wants to travel. Mason just passing around, taking their time. As Parrish drives inside. Shot no good. Thought about going after that offensive rebound, but smartly
4 fouls,
stays away.
Can't risk it, and Princeton was in great position defensively.
Mason, they've been in this 2-3 zone for most of the game. Girton has it.
Girton somewhat surprisingly slowing things down.
Spin move by Reed and a foul called. As she's driving to the basket, she'll head to the line.
Yost upset with that call, thought it should have been on the floor instead of a shooting foul, and that's her 3rd.
Yeah, that's the right call. A little reach in there as she was going up for the shot.
Knight will check in for Yost after Yost's 3rd foul.
These Comet forwards got into foul trouble early, but they've done a nice job in the second half. Not making that worse. Knight will pull in the rebound, so unsuccessful from the line. That's huge for Mason. Habra will be called for a travel.
Tough turnover, so Comets just 9 points in this 3rd quarter. Vikings have picked up 11.
Two and a half to go. Girton driving inside, the floater over Knight, and it drops in. 4-point game as Vikings closing the gap. That one poked away. Princeton.
Sneed, fantastic defense, forces Habra to pick up a dribble and then throw an off-target pass.
So Girton will have it for the Vikings at the M logo. Inside to Fortson and a wide open layup. Now a 1-score game. And how the tide has turned here within the last 3 minutes. Gilman finds Knight. Inside to Sanders. Finds Knight, and Knight lays it in.
A big-time bucket.
Girton driving inside. She's got 3 Comet defenders on her. Puts up the circus shot, but rebound pulled in by Sneed. Out to Girton, and a foul going to be called on the floor.
Things getting intense here in Mason. Fortson had a bucket there, and then Knight matches her in the post.
And Knight was just called for that foul. This one inbounds into Fortson and a shooting foul call. And Knight can't believe it. That's her 4th foul of the game.
That looked like all ball to me. Both teams, their forwards in foul trouble.
Fortson, she was absent for most of that 3rd quarter and then the start of the 4th, but now she's back in. She has 4 fouls. She's now at the line. And cashes in the first. 1-score game. 62-59. Riley Yost will sub in for Annalise Knight. 1:13 to go. She nails the second. 2-point game. Sanders looking to inbound, but Coach Matula just calls a timeout, and he's got 4, so smart choice there.
Yeah, Princeton applying a lot of pressure on that inbounds. Clock was ticking, so take the timeout, rather be safe than sorry and not give up. Difficult pass.
Coach Matula is going to try and draw something up on the whiteboard. Princeton, they have not shied away from the pressure all game long. Very physical man defense, and that's their brand of basketball. That's what they're known for.
Yeah, and here, I think Mason, your goal here, you have 2 goals here. Draw time off the clock and get to the line. They've been shooting the ball well from the charity stripe, and you can get Fortson to foul out, get Girton in trouble. Sneed has 3 fouls. It's the best way to ice this game away.
And if you're Princeton, you're wanting to force a turnover 2 and tie the game up with a minute to go.
So Princeton just has all the momentum right now as they've mounted this comeback down 9 entering the 4th.
The Comets still in control of the game. They've got the 2-point lead. They have possession.
And that's something Coach Matula is definitely reminding his team of, hey, Princeton's on a run, but we're in control.
It'll be Parrish to inbounds. She finds Habra, guarded by Girton, and Princeton will shy off. It'll easily get it up court. Yost in the corner finds Sanders.
Under a minute of play allow.
Parrish has it poked away, but she recovers. Dish out to Yost. Comets offense taking their time, and a foul reaching going to be called on Heaven Sneed.
And now Princeton 1 foul away from sending the Comets into the bonus. That's exactly what Coach Matula was hoping to happen. Sneed has 4 fouls. She's one of their top defenders. She was critical to the Vikings win in the postseason last year as a freshman.
Yeah, and Sneed's the one guarding Parrish, so she's going to have to back off defensively a little bit too, and you do not want to give Maddie Parrish space.
I couldn't have drawn it up any better.
45 seconds to go. Yost has it. Hands it off to Parrish. Comets passing it around the perimeter. 35 seconds now.
Gilman in trouble.
But stolen away by Girton. Girton in transition, puts the shot up, and is no good, but Fortson connects on the and one. And if she can hit this free throw, this will be Princeton's first lead since the first half.
The Vikings just stormed back here. Now 25 seconds left. A chance to take control of this game. Very different attitudes on the sidelines right now.
25 seconds to go. And Fortson connects on the free throw. Mason taking it up the court, trailing by 1 now.
Any foul gets you to the line.
Parrish driving inside, wanted a foul, nothing called. Girton, they're gonna have to foul her. 10 seconds left. So she'll head to the line.
A lot of time passed on that clock. Comets waited too long to foul Girton. And Girton is not who you want shooting free throws. 75% shooter.
Girton holds offers from UC, Providence, Penn State. And she's no good on the first.
That certainly makes things easier. She at both counts would have had to set up a three-point play.
As Girton puts up her second free throw, it's no good. Yost driving up the court, finds Gilman, puts up the three, but she's fouled! So how about the pressure that is going to be on the freshman right now? She'll have, I believe, 3 attempts. We'll see where they call the foul. I think Gilman was behind the line.
It appeared from our vantage point that was a three-point. And Gilman, the confidence it takes to attempt that shot, knowing that there might not be a foul call late in situations like that, the whistle often gets held.
And there was still about 3 or 4 seconds on the clock where they could have tried to make one more pass.
Parrish was open on the other side of the court. Don't know if there would have been enough time to get it to her and then get a clean shot off. But now Gilman 2 free throws away from winning this game.
So the referees, officials do signal for 3 free throws. She's got to hit 1 to tie it up and 2 to take the lead. She misses the first. And you've got to imagine her heart's beating 1,000,000 miles a minute right now. 1,000,000 miles per second. The second one is no good.
This arena on its feet.
Addie Gilman looking to tie the game up at 63 with a second to go. And she hits it. Princeton will have one more opportunity to heave up a full court shot. And it's no good. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to overtime. And we'll take a quick break. But all tied up 63 to 63 here at Mason Arena. And what a game this has been. The rivals, Mason and Princeton, all tied up.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5.
Okay.
Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
And we're back here at Mason Arena, all tied up at 63. In a very tense environment here. There was just a Princeton fan ejected. And it's been just a back and forth game, physical, fast game, the whole afternoon.
And about as nail-biting as you can get to end regulation. Addie Gilman, the freshman, 3 free throw attempts to tie the game. got it on the very last one. And two Princeton starters, Sneed and Fortson, with 4 fouls. Parrish for the Comets with 4 fouls.
Will win the tip. Overtime. And it was Addie Gilman who made that game-tying free throw as a three-pointer is no good from Princeton. Rebound pulled in by Sanders. And a nice dish to Riley Yost. And how about the vision from the sophomore Habra?
Habra, selfless play there, doesn't take the shot herself, sets up an easier bucket for her teammate.
And a blocking foul going to be called by Becca Sanders. We'll take another look at this last basket. And how about the vision from Habra, as she finds Riley Yost for the easy lay-in.
And the bonus carries over from the fourth.
Girton rolls that first shot in.
You have to remember, Girton missed 2 free throws late in the fourth quarter. That's what set up Gilman's chance to win the game.
She hits the second, so we're tied up at 65. Miscommunication on the inbounds pass. Sanders tripped, no foul. As Reed will have it. Intercepted by Sanders, so she makes up for it there. 15 to go. Habra driving inside. No good. Ball or a foul.
And it's a foul.
So Habra was just a little bit too late to the party there. And that'll send Callie Fortson to the line.
Yeah, but just Habra's second. He's not in too much foul trouble necessarily. Comes in around the elbow.
Fortson.
She's been fantastic from the line. Her 2 free throws late in the fourth are what gave Princeton the lead.
Yeah, and she's only shooting 47% on the year, but
that's going to go way up.
Definitely going to go way up after today. And she's had a lot of opportunities. Went to the line 4 times in the first quarter. She'll go 1 for 2 from the line there. 3 minutes to go. Gilman, the corner 3. No good. Girton pulls in the rebound. Princeton taking their time. Mason still in the 2-3 zone. Shot from the free throw line is good from Harris. 3-point Princeton lead. Comets trying to get it inside to Hop. She'll head to the line for 2 shots. That one going to be called on Paris Reed, her 4th. So a lot of players from both teams in foul trouble have 4 fouls.
And she's potentially been their defensive MVP, guarding all 5 positions.
Parrish no good on the first one. Habra, excuse me. Hits the second. 2-point lead for the Vikings. As Girton will walk up the court. Fortson inside to Harris. The post move, no good on the shot, but offensive board pulled in by Sneed, and she puts it back for the and one. 2:11 to go. Parrish driving inside. Blocked, no foul called, but it will stay Mason possession.
And Mason wanted a foul there. That would have been a fifth foul on somebody, whether it be Fortson, Sneed, or Reed.
Parrish to inbounds. Inside to Sanders. Stolen away. And a travel going to be called as Reed just kind of rolled, and that's the right call. Was just moving a little bit too fast there, but gotta like the aggressiveness. Habra trying to work on Reed. Deep range two, a little bit long. Rebound pulled in by Fortson. 1:45 to go.
Princeton likely gonna dribble it out for a while. A 4-point lead.
Fortson inside, and a spin move puts it in for two. Princeton takes a 6-point lead now with 1.5 to go. Parrish driving inside, but can't put in the layup. She had the lane. And a timeout going to be called by D. Davis. We'll take a look at this last Princeton bucket inside. Again, nice post move by the junior Fortson.
She's controlled the paint all day long. And I'd say she's been their MVP.
She's had limited minutes due to foul trouble, but when she's been on the court, she's been dominant. Comets will break the huddle. 1:12 to go. Trailing by 6 points. Princeton trying to get a few plays drawn up for the next few possessions. It will be Princeton possession. 1:12 to go. Girton trying to find Sneed. He's able to get it to her. The back shoulder pass. Girton finds Reed now. Princeton passing it around beyond the arc. Girton trying to work on the freshman. Now under a minute, 50 seconds to go. Parrish will meet her, double team, ball almost taken away. And Mason eventually has to foul, it'll be Habra.
Over 30 seconds, runs off the clock. 2 free throws here would all but guarantee a Princeton win.
And the first free throw, no good from Kiara Harris. The freshman has had an unbelievable game so far. She played a big role in the Vikings' success down the stretch. She goes 0 for 2 from the line, so 36 seconds. Comets have to move with some authority. Parrish driving inside, out to Yost. And miscommunication by the Comets. I think it's a turnover.
Couple turnovers here late in this game, and that's the killer for Mason.
Princeton last time took 36 seconds off the clock. You've got to think they're going to try to do the exact same thing here, and Mason's going to have to be strategic with who fouls. Habra, she's got 3 fouls. But Parrish has 4. Yost has 4. But they've got to immediately get Princeton to the line, and
yeah, and
they
have not been able to keep the ball out of Princeton's hand in this overtime period. Mason just 3 points in overtime. Princeton has 9. They've just totally controlled time of possession. And even when Princeton misses free throws, Comets just haven't converted.
Reed will inbounds for Princeton. Trying to get it to Girton. And she connects. And Habra pokes it away. Ball will go out of bounds, though. Sanders wasn't able to get there in time. Avoids the foul, though, but still. 10 seconds runs off the clock.
Now 24 and 8 seconds.
Fortson has it. One last effort to try to poke it away. But Harris has it. 13 seconds now.
9 seconds left. You've got to try something here. Hopper gets it back, but loses it.
And a jump ball, I believe, going to be called with 2 seconds to go. It's going to be too late. So Mason will have possession, but that'll likely do it here from Mason Arena.
Comets had a 9-point lead entering.
Parrish puts up a long-range shot. She drains it, but all for naught. The Vikings come up victorious in overtime. 72-69, the final score. An unbelievable comeback from the Vikings. They'll improve to 4-0 in the GMC. And at one point, Princeton trailed by more than 10 points, but come back in the fourth quarter. A huge fourth quarter performance from Callie Fortson. And some Mari Girton free throws seal the deal. What a game it's been from Mason Arena, and it lived up to all of the hype. Big shout out to our crew tonight. I've been Adam Little, joined alongside Andrew Little, as the Princeton Vikings will take the bus ride home victorious. 72-69 the final score. The Vikings take down the Comets.